which is our first item, and it does give you a little sneak peek to what's coming up in the 1 o'clock hour, because if you know and love the jewelry designer Dallas Prince, this is for you. These are a gemstone bee earring, all done in sterling silver, but then this like juicy pear-shaped gemstone in either blue chalcedony or in green chalcedony, but it almost has this like slight opacity to it that gives it this really beautiful glow. This is your bee earring in the blue chalcedony, and then we also have it in the green chalcedony. They'll come beautifully presented in a Dallas Prince box, as well as what we call like a romance card. So it lets you know a little bit about Dallas's designs, what the piece means. So when you're gifting a set of earrings that should be $209, but your price tag is $154.98. This is the first day they're at this low price. So right at the post is that beautiful bee, and then look at that juicy gemstone. So we're gonna welcome in Dallas Prince to start off our show. But if you love anything, and you will, I promise, love everything that she brings us and that she talks about, we have a full hour two coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Dallas, it's so good to see you. Dallas and I have known each other for many years across the world of jewelry, and her passion for designs, her quality has never changed. So Dallas, it's so good to have you here at QVC. Tell us a little bit about, for someone that's not familiar with you as a jewelry designer, you're award-winning, you're internationally renowned. I think you end up almost on the cover of every JCK or talked about in any JCK magazine or blog. Tell us a little bit about your collection.
You know, it's 25 years now, Allie. 25 years in this industry, and I've loved every minute. I found a home in designing jewelry. My tagline is vintage with an edge, which is very suitable. I am certainly vintage, and I might be a little edgy here and there. But I take details from vintage goods, I bring them forward, I make them a little more trendy and a lot more visible. I create drama, I think, with jewelry, with these vintage details.
Yeah.
And this is from this bee earring. I'm partial to this because I'm a gardener. I love anything gardening. So bees and butterflies and dragonflies and all of those things inspire me. These earrings have a gorgeous little bee on the top, and it's just classically me.
These are beautiful. They are about 1.25 inches in their drop, but as you zoom into these, Dallas, I think this is where your pieces really shine, and it's what's happening at every single angle of your pieces. Everything from that really nice, substantial, juicy bee. It's a lot of metal, but never gonna weigh the ear down.
You're right about that. I learned my lesson about heavy earrings. And so what I try to do now is, if it's articulated, which I love the movement in this one, that's going to help us out a little bit. And just placing everything properly. I'm going to lower the post so that you have coverage on your earlobe. I'm going to make the back of the earring look as pretty as the front, hopefully. Even the little bee has gorgeous white zircon, that natural stone from Cambodia that we love, that emulates a diamond. The bee has that on there. There's great sparkle there. Oh, I love it that you're showing the back. Thank you.
I know the showcase, like the heart and soul of it, and the reason why you're gonna purchase today is because you love either the bee design or that big juicy gemstone. But I always love to show the back of Dallas's pieces because she truly leaves no stone unturned. And I think this is really the mark of fine jewelry, is the choice of the undergallery, the oversized clutch, which is like that earring back. It's not that microscopic little one that if you drop it in the carpet, goodbye, earring back. You know, you might hear it next week when you vacuum. But this gives you something it's easy not only to hold, but easy to see. And then the presence. I mean, your pieces are a work of art. You allow us to step into this kind of world of creative, beautiful designs. Now, instead of at a over $500 price, right, some jewelers and retailers would do, these are $154.98. So this one right here is the blue chalcedony. And then we also have that really gorgeous green. I would pick the color that you're gravitated most towards, because I bet if you're gravitated to the color in these earrings, they're gonna complement the things that you already have in your wardrobe to wear right along with them. Dallas, I love the movement and the color. And then you also, you know, your choice of the pear shape too also makes it really flattering when you put these on.
I think that that's an important point because when I'm choosing stones, I'm going to design around that stone. I didn't design the earring first. The stone was designed around. So I'm creating a home for that stone. I just want to talk quickly about the Chalcedony because if you're not familiar with this fabulous stone, it is a quartz stone, but it's semi-transparent, semi-translucent. You can see light through it, and that brings a different level to a stone because this one has a crystalline base inside the stone. So it's tiny, tiny crystals throughout the whole composition of the stone, and it will sparkle for you. I even when it's not faceted, and the colors are just magical to me. That it's kind of a denim blue and a green. This is 100% what true green would be.
Yeah, you're right. The glow of the Chalcedony, because it does have that little bit of transparency to it, there's nothing quite like it. They're normally $209. We're at $154.98 and 5 easy payments of $31. Now, if you love this little appetizer, early look at what Dallas can bring you and what her pieces are really all about, please join us at 1 p.m. We'll have a full hour with Dallas. So Dallas, you get a little snack break and we'll see you back at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, I so look forward to it. Thank
See you later.
Holly.
All right, so let me show you a couple other things that are coming up in our show. We've got this beautiful